Parents, good morning. 2 days away from our first tournament. I'm super excited for it. I wanted to get some information out to you guys on, just before we get into the games, on expectations of what I have for the kids, for the parents, and then also what the parents can expect out of me and my other coaches. I did this video, a video like this for when now my 12U team, when they were 9U, and it worked really well. The parents loved it, the kids loved it, and everything went well, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Main objective of everything that we're going to do here is to make this the best learning and competitive experience for the kids. So every decision that we make should not be for us as parents to make us look good or anything. It is solely for the kids. And I want to make sure that these kids continue to get better, but they also love the game. They grow up loving the game, and they don't get into high school and college and they're burnt out from baseball, or all sports in that matter. So here's so getting into it, here's some things with it is, well, first, my background really quick on this, so you guys know where I'm coming from on this. I have my older kid, Easton. I've coached his, like I said, they're now 12U. I've coached them for the last 4 years, I guess 4 years. I've coached baseball, volleyball, soccer, basketball, and I'm sure there's probably other things as well. I've coached fitness for over 20 years. I own a gym. I am a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach, and I've worked with all ages, thousands and thousands of kids, adults, and everything else over the last 20 years. So lots of coaching experience. When it comes to coaching, it's not the knowledge that you have, it's how can we relay this information to the kids and adults so that it makes a good learning experience for them, so they can actually latch onto some things and improve on that and not overwhelm them. Okay, so with that being said, the kids, what I expect out of the kids is hustle. They hustle and they give some effort. Those are really the only two things. I don't care about performance out of them right now. Remember, you guys got to remember, they're 8 years old. Some of them are 6 and 7 years old. Okay, that is young. They've only been on this planet for 8 years old at the most. They're not pro ball players, okay? So keep that in mind on this. But hustle and effort, the two main things that I want to see. Aside from there, they're gonna mess up a bunch. They're gonna be silly. They're gonna be goofy. They're gonna horseplay. We'll try to nip that in the butt as much as we can. They are kids. They're boys. They're 8 years old, and there's gonna be 12 of them together. Okay, so be ready for that. From the parents' standpoint, here's this will be the bulk of this this video here. So I want the parents' role responsibility is going to be getting those kids there on time, ideally. But then once you're there, handing them over to us and allowing us to coach, and just having the parents be their cheerleaders, be their biggest supporters. Feed a bunch of positive energy into those kids and no negative energy. So ideally, I don't want to hear any corrections from the sidelines. You should have had that. Come on, you got to feel that ball. You got to run faster. I don't like none of that stuff. Just positivity. Be their biggest supporter. Be their cheerleader over there, and allow us to do the coaching and make the corrections. The reason I do this is, again, for the kids. I know that all humans, but especially kids, can only take one, maybe two things at a time that they can take into their brain and then be able to play that out into action. And if we have a parent that's yelling two different things to them, two different parents that are yelling a couple things, and then we have 2 or 3 coaches that are doing something. So, hey, get your elbow up, spread your feet. You got to step towards a pitcher. You're getting out. There's too much. It's going to overwhelm these kids. They're going to freeze up there. Then now everybody's yelling at them because they're not swinging the bat. Okay. So one thing at a time is all I'm going to work on. I could see that maybe a kid steps up the bat and he's got 8 things going on. That's fine. They're 8 years old. We got plenty of time to fix all 8 things, and we will fix all 8 things. But on that day, it's going to be one thing. Once I see that they get that, then we'll go that second thing. And then we'll go that third thing. But until they can fix that one thing, I'm not layering on other stuff. And it's going to be really, really hard as a parent, because you're going to see these kids struggling out there. You're going to see them failing. They're going to be striking out. They're missing balls, all this stuff. And it's going to be really hard, and you're going to be tempted to yell out there all these different things that they're doing. And trust me, it won't help. It will make things worse. And what's going to happen is now that kid that is out there embarrassed and messing up and failing at the plate also has his mom or his dad, his grandma, his closest people that are now upset with him, and he's failed them as, like, he's failed his parents, basically. Okay, honestly, this is mentality that these kids go through. I've seen this stuff play out. Okay, so let us coaches, okay, sorry, the sun's kind of blocking half my face, but let us coaches do the coaching on it. And it'll be the same thing with the coaches. We're not going to yell a bunch of things out to these kids. I don't remember the exact phrase, but I'm a big believer. It's something along the lines of like, praise in public, criticize in private, something like that. So when they're out on the field, they might make a mistake. They come up, a ball rolls under their leg, or they go to throw, but they step off to left field as they throw, the ball goes wild. I might not say anything, or I might say, hey, Grayson, you're good, buddy, make this next play, and leave it at that. Whenever he comes in, hey, Grayson, come here, buddy, let's talk about this. Hey, I like how you did this. Next time, if you do this, this, and this, like, this will make it better for you. Like, I will coach them from the sidelines where they're not out in front of everybody being embarrassed. Okay, and again, that's where we're going to get the most. If the parents can relax and keep anxiety down, that will help the kids keep their anxiety down. Baseball's a mental game. It's a game that you're going to fail more times than not, and you have to be able to rebound and be able to make that next play. If we're playing nervous and we're worried about failing because our coaches or our parents are going to be upset with us, they're going to fail more and more and more. I will tell all the kids, don't be afraid to fail. A coach should never get on a player for making a mistake if the effort was there. Okay? And I will hold true to that. And I want you guys to hold true to that as parents on those sidelines. Okay? The umps, along the same lines with the parents and the coaches, we will not get on those umps. We will not yell at those umps for making mistakes. They're going to make a bunch of mistakes. Okay? If you've ever umped a game, you know how hard it is. I have. It's incredibly hard. Okay, so they will make mistakes. There's times I'm going to question something, and I will go out there, try to be level-headed, pull the ump over, and talk to them. Leave that up to me. Don't leave that up to anybody, you guys as parents and grandparents. Please don't yell at those umps. Going back real quick to the correcting and the parents seeing something. If there's something that your kid has been working on outside of practice, maybe they have hitting lessons, or you're working with something that you're like, oh, this really helps this kid out, that's perfect. Come over and let me know before the game. Let me know, hey, I've been working with Grayson on whenever he steps, not stepping out of the box, or not stepping in the bucket, stepping towards a pitcher. Cool. Now I have something that, hey, Grayson, remember your dad's been working with you? Like, I can relay that information, but it's coming from one person. Okay, so I'm not too afraid or too much of an ego to say, hey, like, I know it all. I don't, but I know how to coach. So yeah, feel free on that. From the coaches, like I said, you're going to hear a lot of positive stuff. We will talk to those kids in private and make corrections. We will make mistakes on things. That's fine too, and we'll own up to them. If you see that the kids are out there doing the same mistakes over and over, that's fine. We're gonna work on that. I will take notes during all the tournaments and things. If you see me playing around my phone, I'm either checking Game Changer, or I like to take notes during games and tournaments so I know what we're gonna work on in practice. So trust me, it will get addressed. And if you see that it's not, and you have questions, by all means, come up and talk to me. I'm more than happy to explain everything and talk and take in input, and if we can make it better, great. If you're upset with something, like really upset with something going on, give it 24 hours before you come up and talk to me, just so that way we can calm down and everything's going to be good on that. The kids are going to play all different positions. I'm going to rotate them through. We'll sit even playing time at some point in tournaments. Maybe if there's kids that are well above and we need those kids in there, maybe on tournaments they will play more. But most likely these kids are going to rotate all around. So I think that's all I have. Feel free to let me know if you guys have questions with any of this. Please, you guys as parents of these kids, it's your responsibility as well to make sure that whoever you bring, grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, whoever that comes and watches these games, that you have them follow these same kind of rules or guidelines. I would really appreciate that. It's an awkward conversation when I have to go over and talk to a parent because they're yelling at their kid, and I've asked politely not to. So so let me know if you guys have questions. If not, it's going to be a great year. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.